Hello and welcome to DIY Band. Yes, I have been away for a long time. I've been busy releasing some music for my own band. In fact, it's the music that I've been working on in previous videos. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some links in the description so you can go and listen to that if that tickles your pickle. You know, if you have a listen, if you're interested, just do what you wish. Go and have a little peruse. But for this project, this is slightly different. I've been given this file from a friend whose mother is singing on this. But this recording is from like the 60s or something, and it's not great. So he said, look, can you do anything with it? I was like, yeah, sure, I can do something with it. So this is it, really. This is, there's always going to be something that can be done. So here we are. We have a nearly an hour's long track, and we're just going to go get stuck straight into it. So if you haven't listened now, so headphone users, straight away, you will hear all of the vocals on the left and a lot of the music on the right. So let me just pan this out. You see, so that's kind of lucky for us, really, because having the vocal track separate from the music is it's a lot easier to work with. We need to get this track here, which is the left, and this track here, which is the right, out, make them into separate files. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, we go by duplicating, and then one of them we need to press Ctrl U to make a unique copy, so that way when we make a change to this one, it doesn't affect this one. So for this one, we're going to get rid of this right channel and get rid of all the music. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to go to sound properties and simply go to stereo. Now when I do that, it will get rid of the right channel and leave me with the left. So this is what this sounds like now. It will just be the left channel but in a mono state. Okay, so we have loads of vocals there, barely any music. Now for this one, if we did the same thing, we would get the same result. We'd end up with a track just full of vocals even. So what we need to do is go to Sound Editor, okay? Control A to grab all of it, to select all. I'm going to right click and we're going to rotate the channels. Now what that does is obviously puts the right in the left channel and left in the right channel. And then we're going to go ahead and do exactly the same thing that we just did. Make that mono. So it gets rid of the right channel every time, and now this one will be predominantly music. Okay, so easy as that. So now we have one track of vocals, and then one track of music. So already that is sounding a lot better, but we can always do a bit more. What I notice about the music is that there's barely any low end at all. So let's copy this a few times. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to make in this one bass. These two are going to be the normal music, but I'm going to pan them out left and right, probably about 75%. I don't want to pan them out completely. Let's start focusing on this bass. What I'm going to do is we're going to go the standard setup. We're going to go EQ compressor, EQ compressor, really. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking to find a point where the bassier instruments are the most prominent in the vocal recording. Because it's a live recording, I'm not going to get rid of everything. If I did, it would sound muddy as anything. So what I want to do is just make sure that the bass elements are the loudest. At the moment, the snare and the cymbals and the hi-hat are the most prominent. So okay, I think right about there. That was quite nice. That was quite nice. Okay. Next, compressor. Compression, we're going to quick attack, but let's lengthen up the delay to start with. Let's do a little bit of ratio, I don't know, 1/4, and then we're going to listen as we bring the threshold down. That sounded alright. These toms. Just a little bit, you know, just a little bit at a time. So now we're going to go for some boost EQ, which is here. We're going to go EQ again. Okay, I think I've just had an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this on here, which really does accentuate the bass. So let's listen to it without. I'm going to introduce it standard as it is and see what it does to the track. So disabled. Really brings out the bass. Yes, so now we're going to add another compressor. Okay, so the idea of that really was to accentuate all of the bass notes, get rid of a lot of the mud, and make sure it was consistent throughout, because bass likes to sit at a nice rhythm, not really jumping about all that much. So our next step is to work on the rest of the music, I guess. So what I'm going to do, in fact, is I'm going to delete that one, because I'm just going to copy what I'm going to do to here. So this is the mids and trebles of everything. So again, we are going to use... Probably worth noting at this point that the vocals have a lot of music still in it, so I don't want this to be too trebly, because a lot of it is going to come through here as well. Okay, so although a lot quieter. So we're looking for around a 2 dB drop, I think. We're trying to get rid of the obvious stuff. Now for this, I do want to boost a little bit of the trebles, but I definitely want to boost some of these low to low mids, maybe just low mids. Maybe it's higher than I thought. So let's add in the bass track that we've already got. Okay, we're going to be duplicating this. We're going to pan one. Let's go left 75. Let's just go left 70 and then right 70. What I need to do is just move one of these the tiniest bit. So I'm just going to go boop, maybe a little bit more. So originally, creates that little bit of space that we need for those vocals to push through. Before I do anything, I am going to make a group track and pop all of this music in there. So this one was bass, wasn't it? Let's just rename that so I know what's going on. So we're going to do the same again. We're going to try and clear this up. So you can see here that I've added an EQ compressor. So this is a cut EQ compressor, boost EQ, a tube amp, which we are going to be using for a little bit of warmth, and another compressor just to compress it all down. So I'm not trying to add effects here or anything. We're just trying to get the best out of the recording that we've got. There's a lot of natural reverb and delay, so I don't really want to be messing too much with it. So cutting wise, we're going to do exactly the same again, cut around 100. Straight away we're probably going to be cutting around 500-600 mark and 1,000, so I'm going to drop these here. Let's just slim those down a bit as well. So with this tube amp, we have a setting here for Master Warmer. Okay, maybe we can add some saturation, which we're not going to be doing. But for this, I just want to see this Master Warmer. I'm going to leave it as default, and we'll see what kind of sound we're getting. I don't care. Really like that. I really like that. We're going to be looking for like another 2 dB drop. I don't care. Okay, so what I've decided to do, I'm going to take the bass out of this group track. We are compressed extra anyway, so that is fine. But I've added an Ozone Imager, which was free. I think it still is free, actually. You just need to run the license for it in Neutrino, Isotope even. And I just wanted to get a little bit more out of these tracks. So if we solo this. Brings it out a little bit nice, and I'm kind of jigging that you can't see, which is probably good for you, but yeah, that sounds good. Let's add in this bass. Add in this. Okay, so here we are with what we've just mixed. I've done a little bit of extra tweaking because it took me a little while. But that was what you have seen is the basis of what I was doing. And also I have done a little quick master on it as well. So this top one here is the current almost finished version. I think there's still a little bit more to do. And this one here is the original. And I've gain staged it a little bit to, well, I've turned the volume down on this one to get it a bit closer to what it will sound like with the volume wise. So if we listen to this,
And let yourselves go with the thing.
this is the original.
When the saints come marching in, when the saints go marching in.
Compared to this, well, there we go. That is where we end this one. I mean, I will be doing a little bit extra work on this one for my friend just to get it really nice and dialed in. But that is the basis. I think we've made a lot of movement in it in quite a short time. So, again, thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Andy from DIY Band. Please check out my band again, like I said in the video, in the description, if you are interested. You know, shameless plug. Go listen if you like, don't listen if you don't want to, don't do it to yourself, it's not worth it. I'm going to let Brenda sing us out.